Okay. Let's see. Let's check out. Let's mark that online. The channel. Let's see if I did this right. Okay. I see myself. Let's mute that so the speaker doesn't blow out. Because I got the microphone right here. And, oh, yeah, you can see it. All right. So we're just setting up. And I've got 2 people in already. That's kind of awesome. All right, so let's see. I need to. Is this titled correctly? So chats and play stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. So now, while people are filing in, I am going to start sharing on my socials. Sharing on the social. Do. On the social. Do. Sharing on the social. Hey, prick. How you doing? First time chat from viewer. Sup, asshole. That's right up my alley. You like the... yeah, I just figured out how to do that today. It wasn't as difficult as I assumed it would be. I am sharing this link with other people's. Okay, there's that. What exactly did you like about it, or do like about it, I should say? Because I'm still running into a couple of issues. Like, for some reason, sound from my Elgato is not going to the OBS anymore. And that just went down. Let's see. Would it be under art share? No. Oh, definitely shit posting. Yeah, that's where I should share that. Yep. Okay, there's that. Yeah, you see, when I wanted the chat to be, where you see it right now, but I was really afraid that I would have to do like a lot of like HTML or some kind of like craziness. But yeah, I guess Twitch and OBS figured out like, oh, well, why don't we just make this easy for everybody? My God. I gotta reset my camera again because I got a blinding forehead. Yeah, unobtrusive but still sticks out from the background. Well, I guess that's good. I am just finalizing some socials chat, whatever. Oh, you're a little behind on OBS. You know what? As I fired it up today to just test some things, I saw, hey, you have a new update. Why not? Might as well update it. Watch. Never know. Oh, I spelled it right. Okay. What has been a career? Try to type with the Yeti like right in front of me. It's a nice little challenge. Yep. And the paste, and hopefully I'm sharing the right link this time. I don't know what exactly I shared earlier that allowed people I don't know what. Hey! How you doing? This account needs a bit... Well, if I actually do stuff on this again... I've been watching a lot of people, including like Wasteland Girl here, and another friend of mine, Asian Zing, and JD, who I just learned he's not going to stream anymore because his computer died, and he figures it's just not worth buying a whole new computer just to stream again, that's just a crying shame, because he was actually really good. He would play Fortnite, and then he would play this guitar game, not Rock Hero, Rockstar, or anything like that, but a game where you actually plug in a real guitar and you're playing. Oh, you're good. Awesome. My account, seriously. Oh, your account. You know what? You should Rocksmith. That's the name of it. Yes, Rocksmith. It was great. The library. Unfortunately, you had to download the songs, and the rhythm wasn't 100% every time, depending on what song you wanted. But you used to be good, Midnight, at the Lego builds. You really should do that again, because that was like one of the more soothing things to watch on a weekly basis. As I am just finishing up, I think that's all the socials I really need to do. I mean, yeah, there's nothing else really. Okay, so I got 2 of yous in here, right? Oh no, maybe I should. There we go. Oh my god, my hair's doing this weird thing. All right, so the funny thing is like for this, I think from 3 o'clock this afternoon until 20 minutes ago, I was checking out OBS, downloading updates, like trying to figure this out, trying to figure out the chat, which actually looks really good in my opinion. I dig it. But I'm just watching my own feed over here. I shouldn't do that. And Corey, you are gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Watch this. Watch. I built a fade. So if I got to get up and run away, that's yeah. The Lego builds were they were very relaxing. Oh, you like that? I thought you'd get a kick out of that too. Here, you want to see it again? See, there it is. Although it looks like I've got to mute my mic when I go to this. It doesn't take over. That's all right. But this is a good be right back thingy. All right, so what are we doing tonight? We are, we're just chatting. I'm going to talk about like my career, basically, answer any questions anyone might have. And I figure, let's see, still just 2 people. I don't expect a lot of people to show up for this. I'm not very well known. And most of the people I do know about streaming, they're actually, they're currently streaming right now. So I doubt they're going to leave what they're doing to just come in and do a chat. So hi guys, I am Skipper Bob. I got myself a nice little cocktail, which I was told that it's very odd to be having this, a Bloody Mary, at night, where I kind of agree it's more of a morning drink, especially if you've been drinking heavily the night before. But I'm going to be sipping on this, be sipping on some water, and I mistakenly made myself 2 waters because I just wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about everything else under the sun. It's a good thing we can type these in because my mouth would be stuffed with fries. Well, there's a joke there I'm not going to touch, but yeah. So basic Bloody Mary. Just wanted, this is like my go-to drink. I absolutely love this thing. It's got a little bit of salsa, a little bit of hot sauce. I use, depending on how I'm feeling. Tonight I went with sriracha, which is what I consider, if I were to make one of these for you, I would ask, how hot do you want it on a scale of 1 to 10? And I would use a varying amount of a different kind of hot sauce depending on the number you gave me. So if you said like a 6, I would use sriracha and I would put it a little heavier than normal. So that's what this is. I definitely like the flavor. I'm not crazy about kick, although I can handle the kick. The garnishes, I have a blue cheese olive, a pepperoni, or I forget what those things are called. They come with the Papa John's pizzas, or at least they used to, and a pickle. For some reason, pickle and tomato just seems to work really, really well. Oh, that's so good. But you didn't come here to watch me eat or drink, although I will be taking a sip of that throughout the evening on top of nice hydration water there. So, let's throw this up here. Which would you rather hear right now? Which would you rather hear first? Because I can tell the stories for both of these things. Let's say the first one, the story of how I am the son of a filmmaker, or 2, how I got into broadcasting to begin with. And just say one or two, and then I'll go into the story, and then I'll just move on to the other story after that. But I think that's pretty good. Second, of course. Okay. Give it a second, because I know that there is a little bit of a delay between when I say stuff, you say it, and you type it, and then I see it again. I always know it's kind of like that. It's just, I've done YouTube enough where I know how crazy it can get with the delay. All right, so the second. What was the second one? Oh, how I got in. All right, so back in high school, I grew up in Fort Myers, Florida. And in high school, I played football. So the first 2-3 seasons I played, I was okay. The end of my junior year, I break a bone in the back of my neck. I'm not playing again. That's never happening again. But I was very familiar with the playbook. So for my senior year, I was in the television production class, and we would send students out with camcorders to record games for the highlights. The thing is, I knew exactly what the play was. So when I saw a play, the hand signals coming out for this or that, I was like, oh, I know, oh, he's going to go over there. Oh, this is going to go over there. So I would get myself in like the best position to get the best shot. And it got to the point where the local news people was like, who's this big kid running around with the VH? Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. These VHS camcorders, they're not like little itty bitty camcorders you would see today. Obviously, they were like these giant Mondo. Put the whole cassette tape in, slam it shut, hit record, and hope for the best. And you're carrying it on your shoulder, and it's this massive thing. About I don't know, why am I making this gesture? There's a clipping for someone to make, but. It was this monster of a VHS camcorder, and I'm just running up and down the field getting like the very best shots. 30-minute battery, yeah, that's about average. Yeah, we would go out with several batteries, kind of like I do today, except for the batteries are this tall. Actually, where's my camera now? Do I have? Oh yeah, it's right over here. Big far cry from the cameras from back then to this is the batteries now. It's beautiful, rechargeable. But we're not talking about camera batteries, are we? Anyway, the news guy, the photog, who worked for the news company, obviously because he's a news guy, he sees me getting all these shots. He's like, hey, when you turn 18, you should come on down to the TV station and try and get a job. It's like, okay. I mean, I got my neck broken, so I'm not going to play football anymore, so might as well just learn how to do the whole TV thing. That kind of worked in my favor, how I started working in one of the Fort Myers TV stations. Then I moved to Orlando, I think, as fast as I could. I could not stand Fort Myers. I did not want to be there any longer. We are technologically superior. Yes, we are. First time chat. Thank you, buddy. I don't know why I thought you were in my class, but I graduated before. Yeah, you graduated a year early. You smart prick. Now, I think in junior year, we shared the class. Or you snuck in while I was in class. It was one of those two. Because it was very easy to do. We just opened up a side door and we would have the entire studio to ourselves. That was awesome. So yeah, I did that. Moved to Orlando. Oh, he snuck in during your senior year. You graduated a year after me. So he was basically trespassing. I won't tell if you won't. I didn't know that. So again, after I graduated, I think junior year, we shot the drunk driving video. Yes. In your old 69 Mustang. What's it like trespassing amongst friends? Ah, no, definitely couldn't get away with that today. Oh, Lord. They would hunt you down and just rake you over the coals. 68. 68. Sorry. I was off by 1 year. We had some. That was fun. That car. We had a lot of fun. Anyway. So graduated, got the hell out of Fort Myers, came up to Orlando where my mom was living, lived with her for a little bit, got a job while I was in college. This was back in 97, 98. Yeah, 90. Yes, yeah, it was at that time, 97, 98. And I'm working as a paid intern. I was on an internship to the news station through Valencia Community College, which is how they got away with paying me just $4 an hour, which I think was $3 less than minimum wage at that time. It's still at that time. Big fat lurk. Hey! Wait. Am I the big fat lurk? I know. You're lurking. Quality is top tier. All right. Hey. Steffers, you got to see this. You got to see. I'm really proud about this, so I'm bragging about it to everybody. Check out this this standby menu I have. Here we go. I wanted to get music to play as this thing would come in, but I couldn't. OBS was like fighting me against it. I'm lucky I have what I have right now, because like this green background you see, it kept stopping. And I'd have to reload it. And it would stop again. And I would reload. I was like, oh God, is this going to be a big issue? Because I did update OBS today. So the Orlando job, I'm working part-time. And I'm working the night shift. So we do a newscast at 11 o'clock, 11:30, we're done. We sign off. And I didn't have a computer at home at that time. But we had like a corporate or a company computer that I was allowed to use. So I would go over there, check my emails, do chat. It was probably AOL at the time. I don't know. And I think at this point it's like 12 a.m., 1 o'clock, somewhere in that range. And as I pack up, I'm getting ready to walk out. And the director sees me. He's like, oh, you're still here. Awesome. Quick. You need to come with me. I'm like, what's going on? The governor of Florida has just died. They're going to swear in the lieutenant governor. We need to go on air right now. You're the only one here. Huh? What? At this time, I had only done teleprompter, floor directing, and a little bit of robotic camera control. They didn't really let interns do a whole lot. But I'm sitting down at this audio board. And I'm like, okay, all right. So here's the mics. There's the video. There's the music. There's the theme music. Okay. Live shots over here. Okay. And I have to lift it to go up. That was the first time I ever did audio. I had to pilot the audio board. You've got to pilot this thing. It was basically like that. Went on air with just I don't even think the night side anchor was in the building anymore. The morning guy got called and he woke up and he came straight in, and then he probably just lurked around for the next several hours. Hey, Victor! Hi! How you doing, buddy? Good. I can't wait to see you again whenever that happens. So yeah, I did a crash course in audio, and that's how I got into the business. Let me do math. Close to 25 years ago. Yeah, almost 25 years now. So in that time, I've just basically bounced around from one Orlando station to another, and I would stay at one place for like almost 7 years to the point. I'd get tired of it, or the pay wasn't that good, or there's more hours like located at this place, so I went over there. Oh, once I did lose my job to automation, where it's like, okay, we're gonna robot all the camera, we're gonna robot the teleprompter and robot control all these other things, so we don't need you and you and you and you. At the time, it was local, so the pay it wasn't great. It was definitely better than what it is now. But I remember when I was at my first Orlando station, I usually worked the night shift. And one time they asked me, "Hey, we're short. We need you to work the morning shift once." And I think I was 19 at the time. I did it. No idea what the hell was going on. I told them, if you ever schedule Patrick Stewart is Patrick Stewart. No, that's definitely a Sean Connery almost. Yeah, if you ever schedule me for mornings ever again, I'm gonna blow my kneecaps off, just so I don't have to do that. So they kept me on nights until I think my internship ran out, and they had two part-time positions and a full-time position open or something like that because of the automation. But there's like, okay, Bob, see ya. We don't need you. I was like, okay, that kind of was abrupt. I guess I wasn't that good. Went over to another station, started at nights there, and after a few months, I was doing the math. I was looking at the schedules of everybody who was working for the particular week, and I noticed it didn't matter if you're full-time or part-time. If you worked the morning show, you got more hours. And I figured, that's probably the payoff because you have to be up early. You're going to get more hours throughout the week. I was still dirt poor, like stealing toilet paper out of the supply closet of the bathroom poor. Like, if you have a pizza party, I'm taking the spares home. I did that a few times. Like, all right, everyone had a slice? Great. Let's go. No one ever saw me do it, so I don't think I had that kind of a reputation, but that's just how cheap I was. But yeah, I realized that moving to the morning shift, I would get more hours, and I did that for a long time, and I eventually became full-time. And then they had another wave of automation at this place where they fired a whole bunch of people, and then they looked at me and they said, "Oh, you're the most recent full-time hire. We're going to get rid of your position, but we have a new part-time position. Do you want that?" And I was like, this is all I've done for the last several years. What choice do I have? Okay, go ahead. Put me back at part-time. I lost my benefits. I lost a lot of money, and I had just bought my truck. Oh, that scared the hell out of me because I think I was a year into. That was the first thing I did. As soon as I made full-time, I'm buying a truck because I can get a truck. Why not? And it was pretty cool until they decided. Oh yeah, and it was when they made the transition from the S10. Yes. Oh man, I love that truck. Oh, and the most painful thing is I sold it locally to another guy, and I think for a year after I sold it, I kept seeing it in my neighborhood where I sold it. I was like, I miss my truck. I miss it so much. And I had just like changed the tires, the transmission, and like all kinds of stuff. And that's obviously when you sell things after you've done a lot of work on them. The S10. Boy, is that... Yeah, how do us guys get attached to cars? I don't know. It's just like something in our blood. We just do. So Orlando was pretty good to me. Even though I bounced around from one station to another, it's like, okay, they're not paying well, or they're not providing enough hours. But then I remember the guy over at Fox 35 called me up and said, "Hey, you want to come work over here?" And I said, "No, but if you need a guy, I can recommend someone." And luckily I did, because he ended up hiring you, Corey. And then I think a year later, I called him up again. It's like, "Hey, how's that new guy working out for you?" "Good, great. By the way, you got any positions open?" Because I was noticing there was a lot of turnaround. People would come in, they would burn out, or they weren't good, or something like that. So I knew that even if I made that transition from part-time over here to part-time over there with like a hit in my dollar per hour, I think it was like $2 less or $1.50 or something like that, I knew that eventually it would pay off. And I think within 6 months I was bumped up to full time. And this whole time I'm doing mornings. the whole time. Poor Don. I know. Don's awesome, wasn't he? So yeah, and I did that for a while. And then I remember one of our directors was moving on to the Golf Channel. And he did the interview, he got hired, and he went to complete like his week or two at the station. And he said, hey, they need, they're starting up a morning show and they need some audio guys. You want to take the job? Network job? Yeah, I'll take that. Oh my God. Well, first off, God dang, what a roller coaster Golf Channel ended up being, because they did hire me, and they hired me for what they refer to as a PEP position, which is basically freelance. It had benefits and it had like a couple of perks here and there. One of the minor things was, you, as a PEP employee, you could only work a certain amount of hours, and if you hit that number, I think it was like 1,600 hours or something like that. If you hit that, then you have to take like the next 6 months off the following year. It was something crazy. And I remember as I was getting really close, so I was watching my hours. I was like, okay, I'm at 1,400, 1,500, 1,550. Oh boy, here we go. And I think I got like down to 1,575. And they say, and that's when they hired me full time. No benefits. Okay, there were two different positions for PEPs. There was one with benefits and one without. I guess you were the one without. They did well by 2017. I'm not sure if they still had the PEPs with benefits at that point. You had to be full time or no time, basically. So yeah, I did that for a good amount of years, and that's where I became an audio engineer. And all the stuff I had done at the local level, all the local TV stuff, that was garbage compared to the work I was doing with Golf Channel, because I'm taking care of routing, I'm taking care of music, I'm taking care of all kind. I'm watching my signal freeze. I had a wicked looking O face for a moment there. Yeah, so I thought myself like really fortunate to be in that position that I was in. I mean, it had some negatives about it, but what job doesn't, for God's sake? That's all I want in a girl. Peps with benefits. Nice. And then 2020 happened. January 2020 came around. They said, yeah, we're just gonna close up everything and move to Connecticut. And there's like 450 people who worked there at the time. If you want to work up in the new place up in Connecticut, don't worry. We'll have positions available. We'll have 20 for the 450 people if you want to try out. It was, I've never felt so backstabbed in my life when that happened. Luckily, they gave us a decent severance. So with like 8 years under my belt, I got a pretty good severance, and I did the math like, well, even if I don't work anywhere for the next year, I can scrape by. It would not be easy, but I could scrape by, especially with my wife working. And plus it would give me more time with the kids and everything. So like the first several months, I just sat on my ass and I watched anime. Just constant, like, all right, let's watch this. Let's watch it. Oh, I don't like this, but there's nothing else, so let's keep going. Because usually with my rule with anime is the first 3 episodes, if it doesn't hook me, move on to something else. But I think I was just so bored at the time. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Did I ever tell you why they snowed us on that? On what? You probably said that a minute ago. Why did they snow us on what? So good. So spicy too. Why they didn't bring production up to Stanford? They did bring I think they hired 2 Orlando people to work up in Sanford. And I'm not talking directors or producers. I'm talking straight production people. I think they brought 2 people up. I know of at least one. I'm guessing there was a second. Not as many as they did PAs and news. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. I mean, when your nose smells like the boss's ass, it's easy to be tagged along in that kind of situation. So, yeah, that was, oh, so now we're getting to the fun part. So I lost my dream job, best paying job I ever had. I lost stability. I lost financial well-being. And I'm basically just sitting there like, what the hell did I do wrong? What is going on here? That's when I got a call from, who did call me? You know, now that I think about it, I don't remember. Because there were 2, most networks hire permalancers, which are essentially, yeah, well, yeah, that's, I would imagine that's a regular thing. So yeah, I there's like 2 people from Golf Channel who did audio, who now work for the WWE, and they called me up and they said, "Hey, do you want to be a crowd sweetener?" What the hell is that? It's basically someone who fires triggered audio on cue with the action to make it sound like there's a crowd. Because at the time, they were in the Thunderdome where there was no crowds. It was just screens of people's faces going, or giving thumbs up or thumbs down. It was really, really bad. And I really hope we never get back to that situation ever again, because it was bad TV. It was bad sound. It was bad everything. I mean, at the same time, at least they were doing something, but it was just so hard to watch. So, I wonder if I don't have, didn't think about this. I was going to have like a whiteboard and draw out a diagram about how this kind of works. So everything was being done at the Performance Center, which is this building in Orlando, which is a community of 3 office warehouses that have been converted into a production center, into storage, into the show arena, and they also have training facilities in one of the 3 buildings. But everything was coming out of this one building. They did WrestleMania from this one building. And it's kind of weird if I look at it now. It's like, man, they did a WrestleMania in this dingy little room. It was hilarious. But they pulled it off. And the time was, there's the crowd sweetening is done in 2 different parts. First, there's one guy sitting in front of a bunch of meters, and he is he's constantly have looped sound. So there's like a medium sound of crowd murmur, we call it rutabaga, and they just murmur. And then there's like a heavier where it sounds like there's more people, popcorn and stuff like that. They're trying natural crowd noise, which I know nobody bought it. It just didn't. It actually helped the wrestlers because they were performing to sound again. It was like, oh, this sounds so much better. We sound more, I don't know what you would call, more engaged, more likely to lose yourself into the moment. We call that the 2 old men arguing on the bus, which is constantly going off in my head. Oh God, my forehead is so white. Yeah, I'll tell about that in a minute too. But yeah, there's the one guy who's doing the mixer, and he's got cheers and he's got boos, boo, yay, and it was constant flux of going from one to the other. There's clapping, and then there's angry crowd, which I really don't know how you get an angry crowd that's not booing. It's like, ah! that kind of, I don't know. You guys like that? I'm not doing a great job. All right, so yeah, there's the one guy mixing with the faders. And then there's another position, what we call the pops position. The pops position is where you have to make reactionary sound to what's going on the screen. And since there was no audience, when the referee would slap his hand on the mat for a pinfall, 1, 2, 3, obviously there's no audience there, so I have to hit a crowd sound of 1, 2, 3. And the real pain in the ass is they had to tell us if things were going to happen one way or another, because I don't want to go 1, 2, 3 and the guy ends up kicking out at 2, obviously. So I would have a series of sounds for high impact moves, series of sounds for baby faces if they did something good, or for heels. Oh, if he kicked out of a really close pinfall. Obviously the 1, 2, 3. We don't use it anymore, but we had the woo chops. You chop somebody into the chest and go, woo, woo, and it got really, really frustrating when two guys would just go at lightning speed. Woo, 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 woo. Because your finger can't move that fast and you have to hit it on point with the impact of the move. And then there was a couple other like random ones, like people laughing, and then we had a series of chants, like the NXT chant, NXT, NXT, like that. I don't think we ever had a Goldberg chant. Not that I ever saw, because I think at the time he just wasn't bothering with the company, so we didn't have one. But we had a couple other ones. We had one for when Adam Cole did his thumb point. We would have the sound go boom and make it sound like the crowd's doing it. Obviously, we don't have that anymore. There's a couple we don't have anymore, like the Johnny Sucks chant that was for Johnny Gargano. But yeah, I grew up a wrestling fan, and I fell in love with it during the Monday Night Wars era. That was in the late 90s and up to 2001. I have to. This is driving me nuts. I apologize. I got to tie my hair back because it is 81 degrees inside my office with this light and all these computers on. So tying this up, I know some of you ladies understand the pain. Except for you, Mary. You probably cut your hair short again. Just a second. There we go. Okay. Tied up in the back so I look like a scummy dad. Yeah, well, yeah, your kid's soccer sucks. She did. Okay. I figured as much. So that's basically the story of how I got my neck broke, thrown into TV, and just built my way up throughout the process. Now, the reason I wanted to get into TV is because my mom worked on film productions, and I was thinking, that is definitely something I would love to do. I'd love to get into that, because she was living up here in Orlando and she was working like all kinds of TV shows and movies. And I have her resume over here. I thought it'd be kind of cool with a bag of bourbon in her pocket. This might have been before the bourbon days, if that was ever a thing. That's definitely another story I've got to tell one day. I hope. Is there anybody in the chat currently that doesn't know that story? I think maybe Steffers, but I'll definitely share that at one point. This is just a collection of stuff that she's done and written down for me. I've been needing to create her an IMDb page just to like document what she's worked on. Unfortunately, with my mom's health, she doesn't remember everything. Like she has here Lethal Weapon. She didn't work on Lethal Weapon. She worked on Lethal Weapon 3, which is somatic, but yeah, it's still there. Let's see. Where should I start? Okay, this is an old list. It doesn't have everything she's done. That's why she handwrote a couple of things. Let's see. She's worked on Armageddon when they came over to the Kennedy Space Center to shoot some stuff. Catch Me. I don't know what that is. I do know that there's a number of movies that she worked on that went straight to video or DVD, or in some cases straight to Netflix, and they were never heard of. It's like King's Ransom. I don't remember where it was released. I do remember seeing it. I think maybe she gave me a copy, but it had one of the teenage boys from Home Improvement in it. I think that was their big selling star. It's like, hey, we got, what's his name? Not the cute one, not the middle-aged one. We got the older kid, the one you don't know the name of, and I can't remember his name. Let's see. Manhunter. That was one of her first movies. They shot that in Captiva? Sanibel? One of those two? If it sounds familiar, Manhunter was the first movie that the character Hannibal Lecter was in, and he was played by Brian Cox. I mean, I can hear Corey going, I know this already! And he's just typing it. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Michael Montgomery. Is that one person? Because that's a serial killer's name right there. No, actually, I think you're of many names. Yes, I think you're naming two people. I'm just guessing. So yeah, Manhunter, awesome movie. I still think it was a really good movie. It got remade as Red Dragon, which was the original name of the book, and that back in the 80s are like, oh no, that sounds too science fiction. Let's not do that. Yeah, she worked on Manhunter. Yeah, they did a number of scenes down on the island, and that's where I think that was one of her first major roles outside of Day of the Dead. I want to say, yeah, she worked on Day of the Dead and was like an extra as a zombie on that movie. Yeah, he was shot in Captiva. Oh, you know what? King's Ransom and Held for Ransom. One of those two movies. Michael Mann, when he actually has stroke in Hollywood, huge break. Oh, okay. Here's a really good example. This movie called Vampire Wars. They shot it, they filmed it, and there was like some kind of major tax evasion thing for the director or the studio or something, so the movie never got released, ever. It's sitting on a shelf somewhere. I don't know if it would have... Oh, here's Day of the Dead. She did Day of the Dead. She played the character Laurel Day, and she was assistant wardrobe. So, yeah. And then, there's a couple other big movies. Let's see. She did Palmetto. That's one of the few movies where she got an actual post-movie credit. Yeah. Let's see. Obviously, Lethal Weapon 3. Forever Mine. I'm trying to remember what that movie is. Forever Mine. And I can't remember. She was a costumer. That might have been one of the more low-key movies. Although the name Forever Mine, that sounds awfully familiar. Then she worked on Armageddon. Let's see. Vampire Wars. Oh yeah, she worked on Cop and a Half. Hey, as long as they pay her, who cares what the movie is, right? Let's see, Day of the Dead. Yep. She couldn't remember the name of the title, so she just called it Last Valencia Film. So I forgot about some of these movies. All right, so she had worked on Wild Hogs, which I think was filmed in Tampa. A movie called Catch Me. I'm gonna have to look that one up. She did work on Pink Panther 2. I think everyone in the film industry worked on Pink Panther at one point in time. The Great Debaters. That name sounds really familiar. She worked on that. Dan in Real Life. Because you can tell, like, later on her career, her status is really picking up. The Proposal. 27 Dresses, Club Super. I don't know the name of that one. But I think it was shortly after all those movies, she decided, I've had enough, I'm going to retire. I'm done. No more. Well, what happened was she had been retired for a month. And then a production manager called her up. Hey, you still available to come up to Boston and shoot this movie? What movie? It's a Martin Scorsese. I'm in. I am so in. And she ended up working on Shutter Island. And she thought that's like the best way for her to go out is on Shutter Island. But that is not where she got her. Obviously, she didn't start in films. She did a couple of films to begin with, but a lot of the things she did was TV shows, sometimes series, sometimes specials. Let's see here. I think in the 90s, she worked on everything that went down in Universal Studios. I got to be on Universal set so many times, so often. Just take me there at 4 a.m. I'll sleep in the car till 7. Then she'd open up the door and say, hey, you can go out to the park. And I would just walk Universal all day long. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock p.m. It's like, hey, you ready? He's like, oh, we still have 2 more hours to go. Why don't you come in and sit at catering or have a coffee or something? Like, Mom, I'm 12. Okay, I'll have a coffee. Let's see. Some of the TV shows she worked on. Splat, that was a Nickelodeon show. She also worked on Slime Time Live. That was a big deal for her. Let's see. Party for the Planet. I don't know what that is. It's probably like one of those I want to say like Earth Day specials that they do. I don't know. Let's see. She worked on The Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley, so that kind of dates it. She also worked on Full House. She worked on Safe Harbor. That show sounds familiar, but I can't pinpoint it. She also worked on a miniseries, the HBO Horror Chronicles. Let's see. She worked on Super Force. She did an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. It's probably one of the mysteries they didn't solve. Probably. She worked the Country Music Awards. That was nuts. Let's see. She also worked on America's Funniest People. I wonder if she meant America's Funniest Home Videos, because I know those were 2 separate shows. She probably did America's Funniest People. Let's see. Circus of the Stars. That was a big thing. I remember they did a session at Universal Studios where people like climb up poles or whatever. She worked on Regis and Kathy Lee for a little bit. That's funny. And then some of the bigger things she did in her life. It was shot at uni. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if it was shot at Universal, she probably worked on it. She worked on The Adventures of Lois and Clark, Swamp Thing, the TV series, and Sequest DMV. I don't know if that was the original Sequest or if it was like continuation season where they started like naming stuff weird, kind of like they do with Stargate. Like it's Stargate Atlantis or some other nonsense like that. Let's see. Most of the time she was a wardrobe stylist, but she's also been known to do makeup and coordination. But usually, she'd be the person to go out, buy an outfit, and then buy that same outfit 3 or 4 different times, depending on what the production was she was working on. It's like, okay, this is what the guy is wearing. The character is wearing at the beginning of the movie. This is what the character is wearing. It's the same outfit, just like aged up a couple of days, and this is an outfit that's been torn up and it's bloody and everything because he's been through an action battle and whatever, and this is the remains of. So yeah, it's like 5, 6 different outfits of the same thing, just like all aged progressively different. It was the spin-off. Okay, I'm wondering if she just forgot because I remember she did work on Sequest. Because I remember Corey and I walking around that set one day. It's like, oh, that's where they keep the dolphin right there. Oh, and I bet that clock never changes. It didn't look like it. Yeah, I remember those. She worked on a couple of Pepsi commercials with Shaq, and she got a number of the hoodies. I still have one. I remember I gave one to you, and they were just like these gigantic blankets, basically. What's the name of the show? Oh, you know what? I didn't really read what. So it's licensing document. Okay, very white collar. Okay, you need to read the entire comment, Bob. That's how it works. Let's see. She also did like commercials, stuff that obviously doesn't catch your attention, but Sprint, Wise, Dymatap. What the hell's Dymatap? Minute Rice, Quincy's. Oh man, how many of these companies aren't around anymore? Clear Wax? What the fuck is that? I don't know. Let's see. She did the Nike commercial. I remember because that's the day that Michael Jordan was going to be on the set, and she tried to sneak my sister and I onto the studio set so we can get autographs. But security is like, nope, you go stand over there. And over there was well outside the building, probably 400 yards away. We saw him drive by. He got out of his car. He went inside. He signed a paper or some legal thing or something. Got back in his car. Drove right past us again. Didn't even stop. And we had jerseys and signs like, "Hey, Jordan, woo!" And it's like, okay. Let's see. Western Auto, Zest. I would love to see some of these ads that she worked on. Speaking of which, it all comes around. Because one of the things, I wonder, does she have any paperwork here? I'm just glancing through it real quick. Because it's really funny that my mom did a series of commercials. I do have the card for it right here. She worked on the ad for the Royal Rumble that starred all the guys acting out roles from West Side Story. And now I'm doing this today. That is just the weirdest thing in my opinion. I think that's so surreal. Just so interesting that she went from doing all these things. I don't know if it was the best Rumble. It was definitely a really good one. I remember a really, really funny story is she's getting all these wrestlers to look like they're dressing up in the 1950s, like they're the Sharks or the Hoods or whatever, Jets, the two most non-threatening gang names of all time. But yeah, she's getting them all dressed up to look, and some of them had these big poofy wigs to make them look like 1950 era hairstyle, and they were wearing the clothing, the jeans and everything. So all these guys are coming in. They're doing. She did Booker T. She did Eddie Guerrero. She did Batista. She did Chris Benoit. She did Edge. And like getting them dressed, taking photos, and there's a producer there, and he's giving the thumbs up on everything. It's like, all right, that's good. Rey Mysterio comes in. He's wearing the mask because at this time he never took it off. He was full on luchador mode. And she got him out, dressed up and everything, and she looked at him and she said, "You need to take the mask off." She told Rey Mysterio to take off his mask. And he was kind of stunned for a moment. It's like, I can't take my mask off. But your mask is made of plastic. Plastic wasn't around in the 1950s. They wore cloth masks and everything. You can't wear that out in there. Because she was going for realism, authentic 1950s style era clothing. And she had the wig ready to go on top of the mask too. And the producer's like, everything's fine. He can keep the mask on. It's part of his character. The rest is good. He can go. And he walked out. I was like, what the hell just happened? Oh, that was really, really funny. There was another incident that happened with my sister, who was assisting my mom on I think it was a series of WrestleMania ads where they're, because it was in Los Angeles, all the WrestleMania ads they were mocking like famous movies of the time. And I think she did the Pulp Fiction one, and what's the movie with Sharon Stone? Fatal Attraction? Yeah, they did a mock of that. And the third one they did was Taxi Driver. I think it was Taxi Driver, where they had like all these guys do the "You looking at me" line, and one of them was Big Show. So he comes in, he does the line. Now at the time, Big Show was in a lot of trouble with the company because they had been on him about his weight and everything. So he comes outside of the shooting stage. They're done with him for the day. He goes over and he sits down next to my sister, who is sitting next to sitting on a curb in the back lot of Universal Studios, and she's smoking. And he comes over and he says, "Can I get one of those off you?" Like, now, my sister is, yeah, and Big Show is probably, keep going. That had to be the funniest thing in the world to see Big Show sit down right next to my sister, and they're both dragging off puffs and just enjoying the sun or something. Vince McMahon comes out of the soundstage, and Big Show's like, "Oh crap," because they've been on him to lose weight and like stop smoking and everything. So he sticks his hand behind his back. Meanwhile, you can see the smoke coming up behind him. Vince notices, walks right over, and he goes, "Tell you what, I'm not supposed to be here right now. You're not supposed to be smoking. Neither of us saw each other." And he turned around and walked away. I was like, "Oh, God, you almost got fired for that." And what we know today about Vince McMahon is pretty much true. All right, so if there are any questions about anything that I've talked about regarding myself, my mom, my sister, whatever you want, hit me up. Otherwise, we might just play some gaming. Because, oh wow, I've been talking for an hour. I don't normally do that. Usually, I let Jay and Corey talk because, one, you guys are much better at it, and two, you're a hell of a lot more entertaining. I am just reciting stories I've probably told 100 times before. And I'm doing it to the same 3 people. Oh well. It'll be fun if somebody wants to tune in and watch it later. Really wanted to turn that into a poll. What have I told you about smoking? It almost did. It almost did. But I guess something about Vince, he wasn't supposed to be there. I don't get how that is, because when you own the company, I think you're allowed to go wherever your performers go. But I don't know the circumstances. Maybe the insurance said, "Don't go to Orlando. Do not go to Orlando." No. That's my lawyer finger wag. I'm going to enjoy. If you guys are thinking about questions, I am going to enjoy this pickle that's been sitting in tomato juice for a little bit. It's a Clausen dill pickle, so it's still got its crunch. It's still really good. I'm cheating on my white gimmick at the time. I don't think he's ever not playing that gimmick. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. All right. All right. Since okay. Don't think he's too high up on it right now. Yeah. You never know. All right. Let's play something. I will let you guys decide. I have, let's see. I've got two games in mind, one or the other. Either, let's say, what's House of the Dead Overkill. Because if we're gonna go crazy stupid, might as well go really stupid. Or, what did I thought I had more titles on my PS4. Let's see. I could play Fallen Order. I don't know if I want to start that from the beginning. I could do some random Royal Rumble on 2K19. Excuse me. Or there's King's Quest. I don't like to see Overkill. I don't think that's. Is there a Twitch ban list for games? And if so, that's weird. Okay. All right. So. All right. Let's do some Overkill. All right. Let's see. It's gonna take a minute. Turn off the PS4. All right. That's fine. Now, the Wii. Okay. Now this is the fun part. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 games, 5 consoles currently plugged into my Elgato. Let's see if I do this right. You know what? I forgot. Wii remotes require batteries. And for some reason, they drain them even when they're not doing anything. I'll check these later, see if they have any life left in them. But I just so happen to have extra batteries right here. Man, oh man. Why can't they have just built the thing? Honey Pop. I don't have Honey Pop. I'll save that for your stream. Oh, crap. Of course I drop a battery. There we go. Okay. Yeah, what the hell? These batteries that were in this thing, I used once. Just to check it. It's like, oh, I need to put new batteries in. Let's check, make sure I hooked it up the right way. And that was the last time I used it. Okay. Ah, boy. I've been playing the Switch too long. You don't hold the A button. You hold the power button. There it goes. Okay. Do I need to change over anything? I might need to change something in a setting somewhere. I know I need to change the TV to... Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Come on, work with me. I could have sworn I had a... Okay. Let's see if the Elgato... It's not reading it yet. I might have to go into its settings. Let's see. What? Is it HDMI 2? I remember... Oh, you know what? I probably have to... Yeah, because it's component cable, I think I have to unplug the 64 and plug in. No, it should go right through the Elgato. I think that's what it is. I have to tell the Elgato to go for a different... okay, yep. Custom, no. I think I have to go into the Elgato's actual software. Not a problem. Not a big deal. Let's minimize this. Where's my game capture? Oh, I wonder if do I have to shut that off? Yeah, I probably have to shut that off so it powers up. All right, so the Wii is going. I can hear that. Let's see now. The Elgato device is in use. Let's see. Input. Was it the other? I think it was the other. Boom, 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 boom. More info. Oh, that's right. That's right. I always get composite and component mixed up. I always do that. Components. The device is in use by another application. Okay. Oh, don't tell me I have to close down OBS for this. I was hoping just turning it off. Turning off the Elgato here. I'll get this. I'll get this. I want to get this. If it's the last thing I ever do. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the Elgato from OBS. Because for some reason, it gets hung up. Okay. Alright. Alright, now the Elgato's reading. So, component. Yeah. That's what I thought I had. Is the composite input selected? Now that I remember it, the Wii is not plugged into the Elgato. I've been bouncing around for nothing. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, I get to use this now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I gotta mute the mic manually. So I've got the Wii up and going. Now I've got to remember how to get Elgato back. Was it a video capture? I think it was video capture. Yeah, it was video capture. Okay, that's registering because everything clicks off for a moment as it tries to figure everything out. Okay. See, the other pain in the ass is I've got to literally build the window all over again. But that's pretty damn close to what I had. Only now... Wait, why is it reading as no signal? Configure video. Resolution, no. Man. Oh, man. Okay, there's the Wii there. Is that all I had to do? I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. Okay. Configure video. Device default. Okay, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Thinking about it. Thinking about it being a huge pain in the ass. Well, now why isn't it on the freaking... Okay. I have the Elgato. There's somewhere something is not talking to each other. So let's open Elgato back up. Wii is still on. All right. Man, let's put you away so I don't ruin you. Okay. There is the Elgato. Software is reading the Wii. So now, let's remove that. Yes, let's remove video capture. And let's build it all over again from scratch. This is so frustrating. Video capture device. Okay. And we're going to select Elgato Game Capture. Okay. All right. Devices in use by another application. Yeah, that's because I have Elgato open. So if I shut that off, the Elgato resets and gets no signal. What the fuck? Well, I don't blame people for dropping out now. God dang it. I had this running just fine. It was... all right, let me try one more thing. Matter of fact, just so you guys aren't staring at... Yeah, you're still here. Where else are you going to go? I got nowhere else to go. Just a bit more buzz. Well, more than me. All right, so this is what I'm dealing with. Currently, it has... Stream live. It has no signal, which is not what should be happening. Let's see. Elgato Game Capture. Yeah. Configure. Shouldn't have to configure the video. Resolution. Do I have to pick a resolution? Let's see. Custom. Resolution. Maybe that's it. Maybe the resolution was just too damn high. Well, I had it working just fine with... Oh, and now it's completely gone. Oh, no. Is it trying to come back? Is it trying to come back? Maybe it's trying to come back. Oh, okay. This just popped up. Okay. Let's see. I want to do that. It's not the HDMI. It is component or composite. It is composite. That popped up. We got it. Yes. Okay. This window over there popped up, which fixed everything. But since I'm looking over here, that's why. All right. Unsaved. Do you want to... we'll save for the moment. All right. We're going to stretch this out just a little bit. How do I get that to take? Just fade? Yeah, there we go. We'll just fade. Why not? Okay. We're good. What I should do is I'll turn on audio over here. And let's angle the TV a little bit. You know what? I don't think I've played anything with the Wii remote in a while. Look at that. Oh, it works. It works. Okay. This was like one of the best video game peripherals I've ever bought. Alright. How well does this aim? Aim's a little low. It aims really low. Like very, very low. I wonder if I angle the bar thing up. Man, did I wire that thing in place? Okay. Alright. You got a nice little view of my office for a moment. Okay, now let's see. It's a little better, but at least I have that cursor. Oh. Boom.
The House of the Dead. Overkill.
Video capture is blowing out audio. I'm going to adjust this on the fly. So we're going to do that. Yeah, wow, sorry about that. I don't know why, but the Wii always comes in so much louder. So much louder. Oh, that's right. My Animal House sign, the bulb in it died. Oh, I gotta hit the button. I forgot about that. Yeah, the Animal House sign over there, the bulb is burned out. I gotta change it. Otherwise, I would dim everything in here. All right, that's still a little hot. Okay. How's the mix now? It looks like you guys should just be able to hear the music. Oh, you know what? I need to put House of the Dead. Now it's a party. Overkill. Done. All right. Can't hear a thing now. Did I mute it that much? All right. How about now? It should be a little better now. There we go. It's a good mix. Good mix. I don't want to drive everyone crazy with it. Meanwhile, everyone's just watching a stripper on the intro. I'm gonna have a pepperoni. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I'm sure that if I stopped drinking, I'd lose like 20 pounds. I just don't wanna stop drinking. That is, I want to lose weight, but you ever get to play Typing of the Dead? No, because I'm like a single finger keyboarder, and I don't think I would last more than two zombies. Oh wow, that was really rich. Okay. Oh, A and B. Oh, the aim's not horrible. Let's see. Should I play an old file or should I start from scratch? What do you think? Give me a moment to think about that. Oh, I did not know that. Excuse me. So for shows you're still in the chat, you ever heard of this game? So should I go back and play a different, a particular level, or should I just start from scratch, you think? So I think the last time I played this game was when I streamed it after getting really drunk one day, and I was like, ah, I don't know if I can hit anything straight. First level is always a good introduction. I cannot disagree with this. We're gonna do that. Let's go. Nope. Nopers. Where's the... Oh, save. Nopers. That's a good... No. Yup. Oh. Please do not touch. Well, I can't touch it. It's way over there. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, I haven't unlocked her. But, wait a minute. Oh, that's the settings. Mini... Oh, story mode. Okay. These are... I thought I'm picking which character to play. Yeah. Let's move. All right. I have to hold it a little higher because the aim is still off by a little bit. I thought I had that figured out when I re-hooked up everything. Excuse me. It's a shame I'm playing this with the light on.
What's up, motherfucker?
They met as adversaries.
I gotta turn it up on my end.
What was that for? A monster made them allies. A secret agent, immaculate, intelligent, a rookie. They call him only G.
Agent G.
His identity, a mystery.
You ever gonna tell anyone what that fucking G stands for?
No. A playboy cop. Isaac
Work on
Washington.
your timing, man. Work on it.
Make him mad, and he'll rip your balls off.
I'm gonna rip your motherfucking balls off.
Tonight,
All right,
these
let's see if I
unlikely
still get-
allies will
if I'm any good at this
confront
game.
terror most foul in the blood-soaked hall.
I don't want to skip any of the cutscenes. They're too good. They are way too good.
Be a courteous
All right.
guest.
Come on, let's go.
By tomorrow morning,
wanna
I'll
skip
have
it.
my motherfucking revenge. Papa Caesar will be dead.
If we don't stop this mutant outbreak by tomorrow morning, we'll all be dead.
Because your first visit
Was this mocapped? I didn't know that.
last. Papa's Palace of
Pain.
Rated X.
Rated R. All right, here we go, I think. Let's see. I'll figure out how to hold this in a moment. We'll shoot it gangland style. Oh, there we go. Okay. There. Oop, okay. Oh, yeah, the aim is... Nope, that's... How do you... Oh, man, I forget how you reload. Oh, come on. Okay, shooting off the side doesn't do anything. How? trying to remember how. Without having to... Come on, I don't remember how to reload. Shoot off the side? No, that's... Oh, wait, oh, do I shoot off the side? Not up. Let's see. No? No. Shooting off the side, though. Aim down? No. Come on, man. Hey, honestly, I don't remember how to reload. Do you remember? I can't look at the chat. Oh, it's the A button. Yeah, the A button reloads. So I gotta hold it like a freaking shotgun almost. Yeah, bitch. Ah! Oh. Reload always takes too long. Stupid rail shooter! Oh man, my finger's getting sore. Ah, there was a brain over there. Oh man, it just turned so quick. Oh wow, even reloading takes a long time. Okay. That's all you get. Oh, that wasn't... I wasn't sure if that was a dude. Brain. Coming out of the fireplace. Oh, the reload's gonna kill me. This is why one thing I don't like about Twitch gaming. All this is going on. And I can't see any comments that are being made. If I have to watch the monitor. If I'm watching the Twitch feed, it's going to be like a hefty delay. Oh, come on. I just want to shoot you in the balls. Oh, this fucking reload. I think this first level is all I'm going to do. You do get better weapons, right? I never noticed that before. When you fire, it has kickback. Okay, apparently my bullet went right through his head. Man, trying to aim for the extra things and the rail system just really will get you. Come on, where's my... Oh, that's right. I gotta unlock them. Well, on this playthrough I haven't, but on the other one, I probably have enough tokens or whatever to get better weaponry. Oh, please, just. Oh, man. Of course, that's when the sneezing attack comes.
Shit, I fucking hate these zombies.
Mutants, how many times do I have to tell you not to use the Z word?
Oh my god. This gun sucks so much.
We're on an express elevator to hell going.
Shut up and press the button.
Don't think G has ever told him. Oh my god. Mastered on the PS. This was on the PS3?
You okay?
I didn't know that.
No, I am not okay, asshole.
Set the screen on my TV to game mode and format was like 4:3. Yeah, this is I'm playing this on the Wii, obviously, and it does have a 4:3 view of it. Ah, dang it. Why do you suck so much? Oh god, even in slow motion, I suck. Oh, that's a bullet shell. It's like, what's bouncing off the person hanging there? Is that the guy alive?
Who taught these guys table manners?
Mother, these guys ain't I've never seen this kind of crazy shit before.
All right, so what's the game plan? You restrain the subject, and I'll lead an interrogation?
Fuck that, Columbo. Shoot the maid.
God, that brain was there for half of a second.
Here they come.
That was much harder than it looked.
Think we should tell him the elevator's out?
I say we let him find out for himself.
Oh, God. I forgot how long these levels are.
A sadistic crime lord, master of a perverse science.
My darling Jasper, do you have a present?
This game is too much fun. It should not have been this much fun, but it really was.
Our test subject at the hospital is showing progress. You've done very well, my boy. We shall celebrate this tonight with takeout Chinese.
A brilliant mind with a broken body.
You've gone too far, Papa Caesar.
His talents turn to evil to protect the sister who raised him.
I kind of need the cursor.
Think of your sister before fighting, Papa Caesar.
Yeah, when we first played it, yeah, we knew it was going to be just flat out awesome.
Fucking garbage.
Nobody threatens Varla.
The ultimate sacrifice.
bitches!
I remember with
Out some
2
shocking
players, this
from
was
the
really
following scenes. They are
tough.
definitely not recommended for the squeamish or the easily offended.
It took you this long to figure that out? Yeah, I'm probably going to die a few times here. I remember how tough this was. Oh, yeah. Gotta keep my finger on that A button. Come on, come on. Where's the crosshair?
Can't get a clean shot. Shoot it.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Grit, shoot him. There's a gap.
I see the items coming at me. I just can't aim at them fast enough. Whew. Cost to join. You are dead. Continue. Nah, I'm good. Because, oi. I do want to try one level with a better weapon. Just one. Yeah, is there lag with the Wiimote? I wasn't entirely sure. I'm an impotent cripple. God, just... Oh, so this is something...
Daddy, can I be a mutant?
One day, son, but for now you're too young.
But Daddy!
No means no, and stop sniveling, you little shit. By the way, I'm not your daddy.
Huh?
I just kind of fuck your mom. Talking of fucking people, I have a story for you.
Okay, I'm gonna mute that just for a minute. Not because I'm evil. Well, I am a little bit. So 10 minutes before I was getting ready to start all of this and get going, I had everything set and ready to go. And a little pop-up on my computer comes up and says, hey, you might want to restart to because we fixed a couple issues and you restarting will like kick it into gear. I was like, all right, fine. It's just so many things. When I restarted, I had to rebuild everything in OBS. I had my camera I had the lighting on it just right, and now I just look like a radioactive sweaty guy, which I'm not. I'm really not. It's just really... All right, let's see. Whoa. Okay, that bounced all over the place. All right, we're going to back out. We're going to open up the bastard level. Where was it? The settings? Audio, player controlled. No, it wasn't settings. Where do you buy the different guns? Director's Cut is just more story, right? Extras? I don't think that's it. Oh. Extra. Nope, this is all. Nope, not what I want. Well, it is Florida, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, there we go, it's back on. All right, so where do you buy the weapons? Because I remember, or
I enjoy pain. It's like a
maybe you buy them before you
gold
start a level?
with the sweet and the sour. Expanding on that analogy, I will smile with
Fetid
delight.
waters.
That's
Okay.
the sweet. As you scream
For
for your
mutants.
fucking life. Of course.
Where do you buy the
that's
weapons?
sour. Ciao.
Mad motherfucker.
Shit! The place is wide
No,
to blow!
not here.
We're not dead yet, detective!
You know, I was thinking that I didn't want to jump in the level without knowing, but let's
Move.
see. All right, fetid waters. Okay. Ah, okay, there it is. Shotgun, SMG, which is fun. The assault rifle, which is the best. Better than anything else.
Gentlemen, this is your driver
Oh, that's right. You can have 2 guns if you want.
We're running ahead of schedule, and we'll be reaching our final destination far,
You know what?
far sooner than expected.
Let's do it. Why not? We're here to have fun.
Hey, Isaac, you finally found the G-spot, huh? Sorry to ruin the moment.
Isaac's back. Here I am. You saw nothing. You hear?
Isaac, baby, my lips are sealed.
Hey, wake up, Sleeping Beauty.
Stop calling me Gwendolyn. Hi there. What happened?
You were having a fucking wet dream.
Where's Caesar? He was on the train, right?
He was up front driving.
Let's take a look.
Are you gonna help me up?
Be gentle, Isaac. You know that's how he likes.
No. Please continue, my dear. Usually, I have to dial premium rate for this kind of entertainment.
Don't mind now, motherfucker.
Careful, Washington!
Isaac, it's not his dick he's pressing into my back.
Very astute, Miss Guns. Apparently, young Jasper wasn't the only genius in the family.
You bastard!
I thought I had unlocked all the weapons.
Son, Isaac.
There was a
Like him
shotgun in
before,
there.
You have failed to apprehend. And while I may not have the
I
satisfaction...
mean, I played this enough. I should have unlocked everything at this point.
I will take some small comfort in knowing
Look at the size of that
you have
cassette
been
tape.
denied your revenge once again.
Then it's true? You did kill my old man?
Miss Guns, if you'd be so kind, I have business to attend to at the county prison.
You dickheads better come rescue me, okay?
We'll find you, Varda!
You die tonight, Caesar.
Goodbye, Isaac.
Washington, I don't know what to say, man.
And don't say anything, dipshit. You heard where he's taking Varla. The quickest way to the prison from here is through that.
Lead the way, detective.
You know what? Oh, here we go.
In this state, you do know what part of the country you're in, right?
Oh, look at all these. Look at all the ammo. Oh, and it reloads so fast. Yes, I know I missed a brain back there. You only get like so short amount of time.
Like that motherfucker.
Oh, and it reloads so fast compared to the gun. Hey, go down. I'm not paying you to live or unlive. This is so much more fun. I forget, what do the brains get you? I would imagine it's like currency or just like a high score. Okay, there was a guy there. Oh, what were they throwing at me? They never got a chance. Yeah, this is much more enjoyable.
If there's one thing I hate more than mutants, it's redneck mutants.
We all hate them. Oh, the rats! I forgot you gotta shoot the rats. Come on down to the trailer. Oh God! What were you doing in that trailer with them? Ah, okay. You do shoot so much, you can easily overshoot someone. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, this music is awesome. It's so horrible. It's wonderful.
Please don't shoot me.
God, it's almost like night and day
Reload.
between this game or the previous weapon and this one.
Motherfucking mutants come from.
Oh, there's a little rat guy. Little rat guy is a little hard to miss, a little hard to hit. Oh God, right in front of me. Oh, you know what? I had selected 2 weapons. I guess at some point you can, I don't know if it was for the second player, the other weapon, or if I can switch out between this and the other gun. Oh, God. Okay. Come on. No, he's there.
Man, now I got blood and shit all over my motherfucking suit.
Can we focus here?
Focus? Boy, these threads don't come cheap.
Reload.
Oh, that was not the button. Oh, that was a civilian. Dang it. Of course, civilians go down with 1 hit. Zombies, you gotta hit like 6 times. And that was another zombie. I can't tell.
Say what? I ain't turning into no mutant.
Correct. The compound got a short lifetime. Only those who came in contact with it are.
Well, thank fuck I was at my mom. I mean,
Yeah, you can see the cursor turning red. Okay. Oh, that's a hammer. Who throws a hammer? There's zombies. How do they have the coordination to throw a hammer the right way? Almost don't want to shoot thinking they're a civilian. Oh, man, this gun will not reload until you hit the reload button.
Reload.
man, that
How did I not get that brain? Seriously, how did I not get it? Oh crap, there was one right there, wasn't there? Yeah, you can unload a whole magazine just to hit that thing.
Shit! This is like that film with all them birds.
Which film with all the
Come on.
birds?
You know,
Alright.
the bird film. Fuck.
Hi, Hunt. Playing this level, no, I'm pretty much gonna be it. Okay, I'm sorry. God, at least these birds are a lot easier to hit. I remember how hard they were with the pistol. Okay. Oh, it's so nice when they just line up in a row. God, this is a long level. See, brain. Oh, wow, how did I do that? Okay. Come on. Why do you give me the slow motion thing and then not give me any targets?
Mutants! I've got mutants in my pants!
You
Really?
saved my life.
2 zombies is all it takes to save them?
Keep your motherfucking hands away from my brain!
It's so odd to hold this thing like this. You know, I'm wondering if I'm supposed to have like the nunchuck hooked up. This is an awkward position to hold this gun for this long of time. Come on, we all knew there was someone in there.
Caught that motherfucker on the can!
I didn't realize that was a component of mutant behavior. This is going in my report.
You're mentioning a mutant taking a dump in your report?
Well, anything that could be exploited as a weakness.
Madness unleashed by human error. From the murky depths of mystery, it has come to maul. It has come to murder. It has come to feed. It came from the fetid water.
Alright, so aim for his forehead in the water or his wrists. Oh my god, let me shoot him. Oh, come on. That thing wasn't even on the screen. Oh, I lost a combo. Dang it. Honestly, I didn't even know I had one going. Looks like me when I get up at 3:30 in the morning. Go a fucking job.
That was not a shortcut. I mean, what were you...
Oh, quit whining, you pussy. I got us here, didn't I? Fuck. You about to get
We do
all
a pea
country
shooter
and western
run.
on me again?
Take a
Isaac,
mass
careful.
out basic
There's only
AMS
so
pistol
much
for
of
a
this
spin.
shit a brother can take.
No.
I just want you to know...
I haven't played this game in a
Comes
while,
down to
so
it, I won't stand in the way if you
I'm
get
guessing
it
no.
even with Caesar.
I'd like to see you fucking try.
I'm serious.
Reload the movie.
I appreciate the fucking sentiment, but it's not needed. I do what I gotta do. I gotta get justice for my old man. And as I see it, you're with me 100%. And I appreciate that too. But we've been through shit. You don't need to go articulating every fucking thing. I know you got my back. That's enough. You dig me?
I love you too, man.
Right, that's fucking it.
The prison men?
Fucking lead the way, Montel.
I got 8 of the 10. I saved all the civilians. Okay, B score. That's not bad. It helps when you use the right tools for the right job. But what I am going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to fade it back. And what I am going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I am going to sign off for the night. This... Yeah. Nope. I haven't used the Wii in a while. Oh, that's right. You just hold on the power button. Did it shut off? Still has a green light. There it goes. All right. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to talk for a little bit and play some game. So that was all fun. Is this the return of the channel? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's my Jay Leno. But it was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Maybe I'll play something else later on. We'll see. We'll never know. But guys, thanks for coming in, and I hope you enjoyed it because I sure did. It was a good time.